Oh, great and powerful Lensball, please show me the future for this weekend.
Not how it works.
Really? So this, friends, is the Lensball, and as all good magic tricks, it comes in its own bag. If you've been on Instagram for more than 6 minutes, you've probably seen photos that look like this, or that look like this, and you thought to yourself, how are they doing it? Well, they're doing it with a glass or crystal ball that works like this. What it does is it inverts the subject, so it puts me upside down and creates this magical effect inside your video or your photos. The Lensball comes in 2 different sizes, a 60 and an 80, and what it is K9 lens grade crystal that gives you a 180-degree widescreen angle of what you're shooting. As soon as I got the Lensball, I took it out of the box and ran outside to take photos of my dog Marlo, then photos of the forest, and then I wanted to play with lights and see how it reflected when you've got 180 degrees of surface to play around with. And after that, it was time to do something really fun. And so we are gonna go on a road trip. We're gonna head up north and we're gonna start playing with the Lensball, and we're gonna end up on the Saginaw Bay and see what sort of trouble we can get into as the supermoon comes up. So let's go do some magic. So before we get to Bay City, I wanna show you a quick trick on how to make the ball float. So we stopped at this bridge, we take a photo with the Lensball, we remove the Lensball and take that same photo of just the bridge, jump into Photoshop, put on a layer mask, and it looks like the ball is floating. So it is a supermoon tonight. We are out on the Saginaw Bay. You can see it behind me, it's totally frozen over. So we're gonna play around with the Lensball a little bit as the sun is going down over here and the moon is gonna come up right behind me. Guys, I had an absolute blast shooting with this thing all week long. Now, a couple things. You can hold it in 3 ways. You can hold it like this, you can hold it like I have for most of the video like this, or you can hold it like this. When you hold it like this, the advantage is you can actually take the image and turn it the other way, so the image inside the Lensball will be right side up, and the background will be upside down. The other thing to be aware of when you're using a Lensball is that you've got to be much, much closer to your subject than you normally would. So we need to be about here in order for this video to work. So when you're shooting with the iPhone, this is a little bit easier because you've got a smaller thing to use and you can just kind of put it up there. When you're playing with a DSLR, as we did this week, it can be a little bit difficult and take some getting used to. Lensball does sell a stand, so if you don't want to hold it, you can put it on a tripod and shoot that way if you want to play around. But if you're just doing it as a one-man show, one-woman show, a DSLR might be a tad more difficult than just playing with the iPhone. But this has been a blast. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'm gonna go give this to Nick Bailing and see what he can do when he takes it on his travels. All right, for Michigan's Best Technology, I am Eric Hultgren. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.